the only way of kind of like presenting yourself, knowing that you're gonna have all of that in the background, is really being natural. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. You know, we can't pretend to be perfect. We can't pretend things don't break. Oh no, it would be ridiculous. It wouldn't work. We couldn't fake it.
Something related to being a diva or something.
No, we couldn't.
It would be impossible.
Yeah,
impossible.
Hinds, the band from Madrid, has been active for the better part of a decade, but things got a bit complicated in the last few years. Half the band split from core members, Anna and Carlotta. They were dropped by their management and their label, but whether they would just give up and stop making music altogether was never even a question. It was rather a conversation of how the band would look moving forward. In short, the duo figured it out. With sheer chemistry and charisma and years of experience between them, and unencumbered by superficial stressors like listenership and reputation, they got creative. And the product? Their fourth record, Viva Hinds. Not long after its release, Hinds came to Mexico and North America, where they'll remain through the end of October, and I was fortunate enough to speak with both Anna and Carlotta in person when we all found ourselves passing through San Francisco at the same time.
Good evening, San Francisco! We can't explain how fucking happy we are to be here. Every time we play in San
Sound check for both bands ran long, so I caught them in a bit of a hurry.
Hello. Can I have 20 seconds?
Not a problem at all.
And I just talked with Anna for the first few minutes while Carlotta finished getting ready.
We're ready. I'm ready.
Okay, perfect.
Maybe. Yes. Take a seat.
Lastly, you'll hear me trying to steer the interview one way or another toward the beginning, but I soon realized that I wasn't in charge of the conversation. It was all them, and that was fine with me.
Yeah, tour got off to a great start, as I understand it. Mexico
City.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I know you hurt was it your foot?
No, it was my. Imagine, yeah, of course it was my foot. You can see it.
Yeah. How did that happen, if you don't mind me asking?
Bueno, it was a bit of lucha libre.
Okay.
We were on the day off. I went, I fought, I won.
Okay.
But this is the memory that we have.
All right, well, that's good to hear, but yeah, there's always going to be some battle scars,
Yeah.
I'm sure. So, okay, well, how's the tour going otherwise?
So fucking good. Honestly,
Yeah?
we're very excited.
Okay.
We're not tired. We're a little bit sick, kind of like here and there. Obviously,
Well, that's gonna happen.
It's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
She's dying the whole thing.
But honestly, oye, are you in or you're not?
I'm not. I'm just disturbing.
No, totally fine. Anybody, if anybody overhears a question, wants to join in, it's totally fine. It's welcome, actually, so.
But no, we're having a wonderful time.
Good,
Very
okay,
excited.
yeah,
We haven't
so you-
really done like a headline tour since 2018, so it feels very special
Been
to
a
be
while,
finally
yeah.
playing our songs.
So it's been Mexico City, San Diego, LA.
And San Francisco too.
Yeah, so just 3 shows so far. Have you had a favorite thus far?
Out of those 3,
Yeah, I know it's still pretty early, but
I'd say Mexico is always a special one because
Of
we don't go
course.
that often.
Yeah.
Like we've obviously been touring for 10 years, the US and Europe, so it's not saying it's not special. But, it's
Yeah.
Mexico. We've only done it like twice, so it's one that's very close to our heart, especially with everyone talking the same language and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
a special connection. But San Diego was very wild. San Diego was actually
Oh, yeah?
the first one that got sold out of the whole tour.
I saw that,
And
yeah.
see the energy they brought in. I don't know. We have a special connection with San Diego, which maybe because we have a song called San Diego,
Yeah.
but maybe not. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
something special there.
Yes.
And starting the tour in the US in there was very exciting.
okay. Yeah, I've actually been to that venue, Casbah in San
Yeah.
Diego. Great venue.
Great venue.
I love it there.
Love it
yeah,
there.
so I'm sure it sold out, packed, I'm sure. And,
Yeah.
great time. Okay, well, cool. So I just want to talk about the album real quick. I remember reading an article that said, actually, I think it was another interview, this album was very much like a survival album for you. A lot happened. I think it was like half your band left, party with your management, your label, and this is like what you guys came up with.
Yeah.
in the absence of all of that. And honestly, like, lots to be proud of, you know? I think it's an incredible album. Yeah. And so it's interesting because I think depending on how you look at it, you could have been constrained in some ways, right? Because you didn't have a lot of the other things you might have had.
We used to have, yeah.
Right. But in a lot of ways, too, I've been reading, like, kind of seems like it was almost freeing in a way.
Absolutely.
So do you think you guys saw it as more of like a challenge, opportunity, both?
I mean, it was definitely a challenge. It's not a situation that we wanted to be in.
Course,
you know, we didn't want to be broke. We didn't want to not have a record deal, not have a manager.
Right.
Our other band members leaving. That's none of that is something that we wanted. We didn't want COVID.
Of course
Fuck
not,
no, for sure. But it's true that we grew a lot out of it, and we ended up in a situation that we wouldn't have chosen.
Right.
But that made us grow and felt a lot freer in the studio and recording and writing and stuff. Like partly because of literal things like not having money to go to the studio, so then deciding to do it on a house, which ended up being like super, like you were saying, endearing for the for everyone to hear. The background noise, like my dog, bike riders in the back, the ocean, everything, all of that you can actually hear on the record. But also like because we ended up not really like kind of like throwing all of the expectations throughout the window, because we realized that we were never gonna get to the point where we were before the pandemic, so we just decided we don't care about the outcome. We don't care. We don't know if people are just gonna listen to this. We don't know what the name, if we're gonna release this as Hinds or something else. Like we were completely lost, which was a good thing because it was freeing in that sense. Like no expectations really led us to just do whatever we felt like was good music and what we enjoyed.
Yeah, and so in hindsight, would you say you're like kind of grateful in a way that happened?
It is. Or? We always laugh about it and we say we're so happy this happened, because obviously we're not happy. Like I wish there was a better, like a shorter cut to all of that knowledge and learning, but there wasn't in our case. So I'm happy that we're here, and I'm happy we lived through all of that. And even though it was horrible, I wouldn't change it because it led us to where we are now.
Good. Okay. And so this is the first record that you guys have done just kind of as a duo?
As a duo, yeah.
And do you think you would keep it that way, at that level of DIY moving forward? I know you guys don't really plan that much, but...
definitely the duo thing, because obviously even though we were like a 4-piece before, we're the ones that started the band, and we always kind of like wrote most of it. Like we wrote the songs, and then we had the rhythm section come in and like do their own stuff and stuff. Okay. But we always also directed that part. So we're definitely going to keep it as a duo when it comes to like writing and stuff. We're also like more open and we welcome more people than ever, in the sense of like we have our friend designing the record for us, and friends doing the DOP for our music videos that we're directing. Like, you know, we're like alone in the sense of like we're a duo, but at the same time it feels like Hinds is bigger and has more people than ever. Yeah,
and you mentioned the music videos. I know you guys like did the majority of those yourself. I think at one point you guys said that when you weren't...
The majority is the total.
All of it.
Yeah. And so I think those took a lot of work, right? I think is what you were saying.
Yes, so much.
But again, would you change anything about that? Because I think they're great. They're super authentic. You know.
The only thing that I would love is help with the production. I mean, a production person would have made a producer would have made a real change. Like, to me, the thing that stressed me the most, that I was like not even able to do the croquis, like, how the hell, okay, this is what we own, right? I own a motorcycle, my mom has a van. Anna had also the car of her parents. So we can borrow those, but then if we fulfill them one is with the lights, but the lights go with my mom because it's bigger. And then I can carry someone in the motorcycle, and then we go to the camera, but who's driving the third car? Like literally,
logistics were
logistics were killing me. Yeah. And that would be the only thing. But directing it and choosing the whole thing and choosing the story, showing our vision through the singles, like it's not only how we have done the album as a inner thing, because I think grading an album, you don't expect people to actually watch it, but suddenly when you put a visual into it and how you're choosing what single comes and what comes next and stuff, it makes the story, you know. So it has been super beautiful to be the whole year working on how we're gonna tell this story of Viva Hinds, and it starts with 2 girls that the motorcycles break down.
could be any day in our real life.
With coffee, exactly. Yes.
No, I'm the same way though. If I could just do the interviews and someone else could edit them for me, that would be perfect.
It's just like sometimes it's just like one more person, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, but at the same time, I know for me, like, I like to have control over things, and so you guys had pretty much complete creative control.
I'm like, 100%, 1,000,000%.
Is that something that you appreciated having? Could you maybe see missing it in the future?
I love it.
We love it. And the thing is, every time, this can sound weird, but every time we give away a bit of control, we end up regretting it, because it's...
But I don't know. Why would we call it control? It's more like the opportunity. Like we are giving ourselves the opportunity to direct the videos. Of course, I wanna give it to Little Hinds.
Claro, I'm gonna hire me and you.
Claro, we're gonna hire Hinds to be the novel directors. 100%. I think we can do it, and actually we could.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It is cool to see what can come out of just like, you know, what you have at hand.
Yeah.
And so it's very cool. But yeah, speaking of the videos, I know for that video for Boom Boom Back, you had like the ghost back, and so I wanted to talk about. I know you guys have talked about. I know you guys have talked about like how you came across Beck. I think you were touring in LA. You kind of came across him by chance. You talked about that a lot. I won't make you like go into it in too much detail again.
Thank you.
But there's also Green Chatton of all people is featured on Stranger, and I think that's really exciting. I know Fontaine's is really having their moment right now.
Such a sad thing that we couldn't do a video together.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, we had it, and he was so in, but it was impossible because of the label and stuff.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, but I have not read how that came about, so if you wouldn't mind, just like a quick story on how.
Of course.
Yeah.
Grian is a very old friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
They opened for us in 2016.
No way.
In one of our first tours in Dublin. Wow. And it was one of their first shows. And slowly now, because we've been like getting closer in the last couple of years, and they've been admitting slowly that they were actually huge fans. They used to like live together and used to listen to only like 3 records, and one of them was "Leave Me Alone," our first album.
Wow, that's cool.
See, it's cool because it felt like the pandemic. Obviously, none of the musicians we could talk to each other, hang together because we couldn't travel or anything. And then in 2022, when we got back on the road and they were also touring their album, we kind of like clashed again and became closer. And this time it was as adults a little bit, you know, because we met when we were all starting. Like if you see the pictures of the crazy kids, and it was very cool to sort of like re-meet now. And the connection was instant, and they really have been there for us in these like tough years, and it says a lot of them, because a lot of people come close when you're doing good, and then suddenly we should hang, right? When you're not doing so well. And they actually were there. They have been there as a shoulder to cry, as a beer to cheer, and as a hug to give. So
I understand it's like a very special relationship, because we don't, because of their public image, it doesn't look like we would fit that much, because we are so Spanish and so like like fuck it, whatever.
I think it's precisely because we're so different that we clash so much.
Introvert.
Claro, they're like, but how can you talk so much and what you do and your infectious personality, and we're like,
so
how can you be so cool and how can you play like that? You know, like we it's because it's so much the opposite. We admire so much as a mirror of what we don't have, and same for them.
Exactly,
we are the opposite. They have everything we don't have, and vice versa.
No, it's cool. I'm looking forward to see you guys play, because actually they're in the States right now touring.
Yeah, we know.
We know 1 week away.
Carlos texted us yesterday. He is kind of broken. His
no way.
I was like, you're stealing my thunder. I don't know. I'm like, come on, we're doing the same US tour, and you had to break something to get the attention.
That's the thing to do, I guess. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, no, I saw them actually live in San Diego. I'm just here visiting, and the show coincided, so it worked out very well.
Cool.
But yeah, I saw them when they came through San Diego, and
they're amazing.
I think they had they're great. Yeah, fantastic.
Great.
They are.
They are
amazing. But no, I think they had to cancel. I think their first
vocal
3
rest,
shows.
No?
Es verdad. Sí. He was mute.
Yeah, I saw like the message. We couldn't even speak. That's horrible.
Yeah.
But,
he struggles with that sometimes.
See, actually in the US, he had
last US tours.
See.
Because the thing with like vocal as an instrument, it's so emotional.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not my guitar is not gonna break because I'm feeling stressed.
Yeah.
But my vocal.
Yeah. Sí, totalmente.
And that makes me think, like, I know you guys, like, as you were just saying, you guys are very different, clash for sure, in terms of, like, image, personality, all of that stuff, or at least outward.
Hey, we're wearing black today.
See, tonight
Sure,
we look
yeah,
like that. We literally, it's the first time that we're all wearing black. We're like, okay, serious?
You could do a collab.
They're doing colors now.
Yeah, no, that's true, they are.
Wow. They're trying to be as we're trying to be.
Yeah. We were saying actually when they released Favorite, they sent us the album, but we didn't want to hear it. We want to hear it as fans, as every single at the time that it corresponds.
Yeah.
And when they came out with Favorite, that the music video is shot in Madrid and they came to Madrid and all the stuff to shoot it there, we thought this song is so fucking Hinds.
I was really shocked to hear it. It's so, like, different for them.
It's amazing. It's such a good song.
It is.
Such a good song.
It works with the album. But you guys mentioned Nerves. I know that you guys are a band that are, like, very much known for your personalities. You're very, I don't know, just on stage. I feel like obviously I don't know you, but your personalities very much show through. And I'm wondering, was that ever, like, a challenge when you guys were first getting started? Because I know some people find it hard to kind of just be themselves on stage.
That was a decision.
Really?
A lot of things we haven't decided. See, I don't you remember that we asked ourselves, like, are we gonna do a character?
Okay, sorry.
Are we gonna do, Lady Gaga, whoever?
Are we gonna have a persona?
See, are we gonna have a persona on stage or in Hinds? And I remember the very first time that we wondered ourselves is when we opened our Instagram account. We thought, are we gonna pose and dress as we do?
Yeah.
Or are we gonna decide something in particular?
Right.
And we thought, let's
Too much
be
work.
ourselves.
How fucking annoying to pretend to be someone
And
else.
also we saw enough documentaries to see that drives you crazy.
Claro.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people go like, no, I'm just trying to be me and why they don't accept me and stuff. So we thought, let's be clever, let's be ourselves since the beginning, and then it's just ourselves.
Yeah.
It's more intrusive, like if people don't like Hinds,
It
I feel
hurts.
offended.
It hurts.
Right,
It
yeah.
hurts.
Yeah, 'cause you don't like me.
does. Yeah.
But I imagine on the other side, you're also, like, kind of closer to your fans in a way, or just anybody
Yeah.
And
who's
like,
following.
I really think it's one of the things with music that makes us stand out in the sense of like, we're so different from everyone else. Usually when we go to a room, there's no one that I'm like, oh, you're just like Carlotta, ever, like I feel like we're different on a good and on a bad way sometimes, but it definitely is one thing that I think has made us special in a way, or different from other bands.
That's true.
And in our kind of like level and the way we are being like, we're pretty punk DIY still, so like all of that carries a lot of drama, broken bones, hangovers, being sad, crying on stage, things breaking on stage, not working out, blah blah blah. All of that is very, very present in not because we choose it. It's like that.
It happens.
So if the only way of kind of like presenting yourself, knowing that you're gonna have all of that in the background, is really being natural. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. We can't pretend to be perfect. We can't pretend things don't break. Oh no, I never. It would be ridiculous. It wouldn't work. We couldn't fake it.
Something related to being a diva or something.
No, we couldn't.
It would be impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible. So sometimes not even with the clothes. Like I need my clothes because I'm gonna sit down in the floor right now to. It's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
My clothes are not gonna work.
My clothes are not gonna work for the work that I need. You know what I mean? Like I cannot. I even think like sometimes like I cannot wear something too expensive because I need the clothes to use them.
Yeah.
To actually use them.
And I think this isn't meant to be critical, but I think for a band that doesn't really strategize much, you guys are definitely like aware, and you think very intently about what happens.
We're not like, we arrive somewhere like, hey, where's San Francisco? Oh my god, we should be touring. I don't know where we're going. No, we are tour manager, producers, managers, social media handlers. We do the accounts, we read the contracts, we do everything.
I can't wait to be a little bit bigger.
See, I can't wait to stop being in control a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit bigger.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we know everything and we decide everything.
Yes.
Like the price of every t-shirt, where is it made, how many t-shirts, what sizes we're gonna make. Like seriously, it's insane.
See.
but it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Fortunately, though, I think there are other creative decisions that you can make. You have the freedom to make them, so that's good. But how great would it be though to just kind of like decide what you want?
Our dream is to have an assistant, not only to have someone to delegate, but to be like, okay, you're gonna order this because we have so many great ideas that we literally don't have hours in the day to make them happen. So if we had an assistant that could order this, talk with that, like just help us with the workload of the amount of emails that we have to send.
Yeah.
We have space, so we're hiring. we have jobs that perfectly will make this so much better. and we know exactly what they have to do, but we just cannot.
And we're good bosses too. We're good at handling.
We're very good. We're good leaders, I think.
Yeah. So I think you mentioned Spain. I want to talk about Spain for just a little bit.
Why don't
I know that.
Racist.
I know.
Okay, I'll leave it alone. No, but I think I was reading that Informa on this album is your very first song that is completely in Spanish. Is that right?
That's correct.
Released. And it was because it just sort of came naturally that way when you were writing. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I only speak English, but I have heard from other people that I know. I know. I haven't been there for that long, though, so I still. It's a great.
You're not from San Diego.
I'm not from Portland, actually. So.
Hey, where the time doesn't go by.
But no, what was I saying? Let's see.
You were talking about the lyrics.
Yes, I was, and so I do know people, not myself, of course, who speak more than one language, and I've heard a lot that. There are certain things that it's just better to express them in one language over another, that there might just not be the exact words that you're looking for in other languages. And so, is that something you guys come across often? Or, because, you just have that one that's fully in Spanish, but I know you have others with different...
Sí, 100%. Sometimes we bumped into a sentence in English and we're speaking to each other in Spanish and it's like, oh shit, I wish it was a translation, but there's not. Yeah, you have to find a different way. I mean, but that's also what poetry really is. Like, you don't usually say just what you say. You make it rhyme. You make it in a particular length. So it's kind of very similar to search for the shape of what you want to say.
Yeah.
It's not only the content, it's only the container.
It's all about the container.
Sorry, that
see, that's a Spanish expression.
It's all about the container, I understand.
It's all about the container.
Yeah. Okay. And also on the topic of Spain, now I know, I'm just letting you guys know, I've never been there. But I have been to other parts of Europe where I've met people, interacted with other people from Spain. And I think, I wouldn't call it a stereotype or a generalization, but I think it's commonly known that sort of people, correct me if I'm wrong, people from Spain are just a little more easygoing, laid back. The culture, things just move at a nicer pace there. Is that my way off base? Or?
Yeah.
We know we're not that cool, and we don't care.
Oh, come on.
Honestly.
No.
It's what makes us different, because everyone else is so stressed about being and looking cool.
Yeah.
So once you know you're not and you don't care, you start being fun and open. Word.
Wow.
We should try it.
Look at us, man.
Look at us.
At that moment, Carlotta had been talking to me standing up and stabbing the floor with Anna's crutches, while Anna, on the other side of the couch from me, had just propped up her injured foot on a chair. They took a quick break to grab some beers.
It's all right.
San Francisco is always such a good one for us.
Yeah?
We always get surprised, but it's like, shit, San Francisco? We do very well in San Francisco.
Really?
To San Francisco.
Sí.
Cheers. Okay, so I'll ask one more question. I've mentioned a couple times, I know you guys don't plan that much. Oftentimes at the end of interviews, I'll ask bands, like, what's next? But I think for you guys, I just want to ask you, when you think about where you started and then where you are today, what are some, big differences that you notice? And then is there anything that's maybe stayed the same for the band?
Yeah, I think this is a question that is, even though you didn't meant it, but it's more related to be a band made of women.
Sure, yeah.
So I think when a band made of women starts and gets a lot of attention, maybe that can be a little bit more helpful than to a band made of boys that is like, oh yeah, one more. But it's definitely 10 times harder for us to stay, to have a future, and to actually have a career, and to grow. So I think those verbs for us, I mean, I think we haven't had an easy road, and I think what we have done and what we have achieved is it's iconic. No, sorry.
No,
not iconic, but I think it's it's really important. So I think just standing here with 1 hour ahead a sold-out show in San Francisco is more than so many people can wish for. So I'm beyond grateful of the position we have right now. And in my head, my plans is to stay here forever. And that's it.
She's gonna stay here. I'm actually going to Miami, buying a house in the beach.
No, I mean not in San Francisco. I mean to stay as a band.
Yeah.
To stay as a band. I really think I know this sounds with a little bit delusional of how big we are, but I think it's important in the music industry that a band like Hinds exists. I truly think it, and I'm happy that it happens to be our band. But yes, we also want to get bigger.
Okay.
And the next album is gonna be even better, because this one was the first one. The next one,
The good one.
the good one. Yeah.
You guys already started work on it?
Kind of.
Actually,
Yeah. Yeah. We started writing,
Yeah.
and it was cool.
So free.
So nice.
So nice.
I have to tell you maybe a bad thing for the readers.
Okay.
I discovered Radiohead.
Oh, I think that's a good thing, honestly.
Oh.
Great influence, right?
Guys, just get ready.
Do you know Ben Stellar opening for Fontaine's right now?
Who?
Ben Stellar?
Ben Stella.
Yeah,
See?
they're opening for Fontaine's right now, and I think
Yeah.
they have kind of a Radiohead type of sound, so that'd be cool to check out.
I haven't checked them out. No.
Well, great band. But yeah, before we end, did you have just anything to add? Differences, similarities?
Where are we gonna be next?
Sure.
In Portland.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Finally, have the perfect answer. Portland in 2
Portland.
days.
Okay, perfect.
I had a really great talk with them. They're just unapologetically themselves. Anna and Carlotta are best friends. They literally finish each other's sentences, as you heard. And while they don't take themselves too seriously, they are very serious about what they do. They've somehow managed to strike a balance, one that you can hear. And we certainly haven't heard the last of them. Catch Hinds in Spain, the UK, and other parts of Europe early next year, in Japan in April, and beyond that, who knows? We can only guess. Thank you for listening. More soon. Bye.